And welcome to Lee Jordan Field in the heart of beautiful downtown Chugiak. We're so glad you're here today as your Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks take on their neighbors to the north, the Matsu Miners. It promises to be a doubleheader day of fast-action Alaska League baseball. Today's game brought to you by MEA, Matanuska Electric Association, who bring you Kids Day at the ballpark. We are all MEA. Now the starting lineup for the visiting Miners. Batting first, number 3, the second baseman, Kobe Boulware. Batting second, number 17, the designated hitter, Cody Huff. Batting third, number 2, the center fielder, Eric Webb. Batting fourth, number 8, the third baseman, Tanner Carlson. Batting fifth, number 6, the right fielder, Justin Kirby. Batting sixth, number 15, the first baseman, Aaron Walters. Batting seventh, number 18, the catcher, Sam Thompson. Batting eighth, number 20, the left fielder, Matt Palmer. Batting ninth, number 10, the shortstop, Caden Hogan. The starting pitcher for the Miners, number 34, Kyler Bush. The Miners head coach, Tyler LeBrun. The Miners assistant coach, David Dennis. And the Miners pitching coach, Jeff Erloff. Now the starting lineup for your hometown Chinooks. Batting first, number 15, the right fielder, Mason Corbett. Batting second, number 22, the center fielder, Jess Davis. Batting third, number 23, the catcher, J. Paul Fullerton. Batting fourth, number 12, the left fielder, Hayden Keller. Batting fifth, number 24, the first baseman, Ethan English. Batting sixth, number 44, the designated hitter, Daniel Freeman. Batting seventh, number 8, the third baseman, Joe Brazil. Batting eighth, number 5, the second baseman, Patty McCormick. Batting ninth, number 7, the shortstop, Paige Fullerton. The starting pitcher for your Chinooks, number 50, Tyler O'Clair. The Chinooks head coach, John Grove. The Chinooks GM and pitching coach, Chris Beck. The Chinooks assistant coaches, Sam Potter, Dalton Smith, and Troy Hervey. And the Chinooks broadcast team of Wyatt Wewell and Josh Salem. Joining us to sing our national anthem today, please welcome to Lee Jordan Field. She is an 8th grader in the Matsu Valley. This is Taylin Miller.
All right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Matsu Valley's very own Taylin Miller. Thank you so much, Taylin. Let's head out to the mound. Joining us now for the ceremony of first pitch, he is an 8th grader at Birchwood Christian School. Please welcome to Lee Jordan Field, 13-year-old Dustin Vandenberg. Yeah! Let's play Chinook baseball. Play ball brought to you by Representative Kathy Tilton. Our umpires today at home, Stacy Dunbar from Tulsa, Oklahoma. At first, Tom Swoboda from St. Louis, Missouri, where the heat index there was 107 degrees yesterday. And at third, Silas Drayton from Anchorage and West High's very own. A big thank you to the professionals from Orthopedic Physicians of Alaska, providing the best in medical care and support to both teams tonight.
Well, hello and welcome out to Lee Jordan Field, home of the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. Josh Salem, along with Wyatt Wewell to my right. We're your broadcasters for the day. The Chinooks facing off against the Matsu Miners. Currently, the Chinooks are 3-4 on the season, trying to push ahead on doubleheader day here with the 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock start times. We're getting ready to go. The starting lineup for the Miners, it's Kobe Boulware at second base. Leading things off, batting second, Cody Huff, the designated hitter. Center fielder Eric Webb will bat third. Tanner Carlson in the 4 spot at third base. Right fielder Justin Kirby bats fifth. Aaron Walters, the first baseman, hitting sixth. Sam Thompson, the catcher, in the 7 spot. Matt Palmer, the 8-hole left fielder, and Caden Hogan, the shortstop, batting ninth. They will all face Tyler O'Clair on the mound here, making another one of his starts. We've seen him usually at the beginning of the season as a starter and now as a closer, but he's getting a start in this 7-inning game. Both games today are 7 innings. O'Clair comes in a 1-4 record, 5.55 ERA, making his 10th appearance, 4th start of the season. He has 1 save on the year as well. 22 2/3 innings on the mound, 26 strikeouts to his 17 walks, and 20 hits given up. His 1 win came on June 13th against the Oilers in a 4-1 victory, and he did not give up a hit in the 1 inning that he pitched. 1 strikeout, 3 batters faced. Tyler O'Clair coming out of the University of Alabama at Birmingham in his sophomore year, the 6'5", 195-pound right-handed pitcher out of Calera, Alabama. Beautiful day for baseball. It's warmed up here since Chinooks got out here at 11 o'clock this morning. Wind slightly blowing out to right field. Mountains in the background as well as your backdrop for the game. Defensively, the Chinooks look like this. It's Hayden Keller in left, Jess Davis in center, in right field, Mason Corbett. On the infield, Joe Brazil at third, Pate Fullerton at short, Patty McCormick at second, Ethan English the start at first, and J. Paul Fullerton behind the plate. So it'll be a University of Alabama at Birmingham matchup of the pitcher to the catcher today, and 4 guys on the field will attend UAB in the fall. Pate Fullerton for the first time coming over from Jefferson College. He made the commitment earlier this season. First pitch is strike 1 to Kobe Boulware, and that pitch a little bit off the plate. Your umpires for the day, it's Silas Drayden, the third base umpire. Behind the plate, Stacy Dunbar, and at first base, Tom Swoboda. A 1-1 count here to start it off to Kobe Boulware. And he'll pop one up on the infield. It's to Joe Brazil. He's shielding the sun and will make the grab for out number 1. Foul fly out. Just a little bit out in front, and it stays on the infield. Just a little foul territory on the third base side for out number 1. That'll bring up Cody Huff, the designated hitter. Kyler Bush will make his first start against the Chinooks this season. That will be his 6th appearance. That'll be in the bottom half of this first inning. Strike 1, top of the zone to Cody Huff. Cody Huff, third best average on the team, 297 hitter. Just below 300, 27 hits in 91 appearances. And he just graduated high school. Committed to Stanford University, where he will be attending for the first time in the fall. Making his 28th game now, and chops one to the left side. Brazil coming in, will take the hop, throw one over to first, and he's out by 5 steps. Good job by Brazil. He makes the first 2 outs. We'll bring up Eric Webb on the 5-3 ground out for those booking it at home.
At the plate for the Miners, number 2, Eric Webb.
Eric Webb, the best hitter on the team right now, and the highest average in the league at a 345 average. Seven runs scored, 38 hits, and 110 at-bats. Only one guy in this league has more hits than him, and that is Castillo for the Bucks. He's got 45. Not going to swing there, and it'll be a 1-1 count. That pitch missing low. Missing the bottom of the zone here to Eric Webb, the center fielder. Tanner Carlson waits on deck as the third baseman. Off speed hits the outer edge, and that'll work it ahead for a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Tyler O'Clair trying to pick up his first strikeout in the ball game here against the best hitter of Eric Webb in this league. Wind up and delivery, 1-2 count. Pops it up and out of play. Good pitch to Spoil. Eric Webb, the Central Missouri University junior. 5'8", 180 right-handed hitter and outfielder, one of 5 outfielders on the team for the Matsu Miners, and he comes out of St. Peters, Missouri. Off speed just misses the tail end of the outer edge of the strike zone, and that'll tie the count up at 2-2, 2 outs. Chinooks lost a heartbreaker yesterday against the Oilers for the final game between the two teams, 6-2 in 12 innings. Big swing and a miss, strike 3, and Tyler Auclair able to strike out 1, pick up a fly out in foul territory to third base, as well as a ground out to third for the 3 outs in the first inning. And so the Miners will send their defense out behind Kyler Bush. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineup for your Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. Well, I didn't mention this earlier, but the Chinooks currently in last place and the Miners in second as Kyler Bush gets ready to go. They picked up a 5-0 win over the Oilers a few days ago, and that's been their latest game. Chinooks trying to end a 1-game losing streak after last night. They beat the Miners the day before and are trying to improve to tie things up with a win at 4-4 if they can do that today, and then maybe pick up 2 and push ahead for the first time this season. Starting lineup for the Chinooks, it's Mason Corbett, the right fielder, to lead off. Jess Davis bats second in center field. J. Paul Fullerton, the catcher, hitting third. Hayden Keller in left field batting fourth. Ethan English, the start at first base. Behind him, Daniel Freeman is the designated hitter. Joe Brazil at third base batting seventh. Patty McCormick, the second baseman, hitting eighth. And Pate Fullerton, the leadoff shortstop. Ball 1 here in this lefty-on-lefty matchup with Mason Corbett and Kyler Bush. Bush, a 2-0 record, 1.60 ERA, one of the lowest on the team. 6th start and 6th appearance. Does have 1 shutout this season. Check swing, strike 1. 28 innings on the mound, 22 strikeouts to his 5 walks. Does not give up a lot of free bases. The Washington State University freshman. Big fella, 6'5", 230 pounds. Off speed is well off the plate. 2-1 count, no outs. Mason Corbett leads the league in walks, and he's trying to find a way on here any way he can. He will take that one right on the outer edge. Brought back in a little. 2-2 count. Corbett leads the team. 289 hitter, 26 hits, 30 walks. He picked up 2 yesterday to get there. Hit hard to right center field. That has a chance to fall, and it will. Mason Corbett going to hold up with the single to right center field. Out of the reach of Justin Kirby of getting there. He was shading him to the pull side. And so Aaron Walters, the first baseman for the Miners, will have a conversation as both of them are Texas A&M Aggies. Well, Jess Davis comes up next, and to the tune of Go the Distance from Hercules. It is Disney Day, as it was yesterday, for the walk-up songs, and all the players choosing one. First pitch here. Popped it up on the left side. It's playable for the third baseman Carlson, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Foul fly out on the first pitch. So J. Paul Fullerton up next, the left-handed hitting catcher, and UAB Blazer.
This one's a bit of a stretch on the song. This is Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, because technically she was Hannah Montana on the Disney Channel.
Technically, you're really stretching it.
It's a stretch.
In my opinion, no. But all the same, J. Paul Fullerton thinks so, and he's fired up, getting ready to go here for his lefty-on-lefty matchup. First pitch, curveball. Bush gets one in at the bottom half of the zone. One hit in the inning, Mason Corbett at first. Has some pretty good speed if he gets a good jump. He's stolen 4 bases this season, been caught once. Good lead over at first, no pickoff here. And that pitch is called for strike 2. Good frame job by Sam Thompson behind the plate. Brought it down a few inches. So an 0-2 count here to J. Paul. Might see a fastball outer edge. Thompson set up down the middle. It was well out. 1-2 count. Defensively for the Miners, it's in left field Matt Palmer, center Eric Webb, right field Justin Kirby, Tanner Carlson at third base, the shortstop Caden Hogan. Second is Kobe Bulwer, and at first Aaron Walters. Runner goes in the dirt, and that's a stolen base for Mason Corbett. Puts himself in scoring position, read it well, and a good job by J. Paul Fullerton to take there. So Corbett, first base runner of the day in scoring position on the stolen base. J. Paul Fullerton looking for a base hit here against the left-hander Kyler Bush. And he will not. He'll chase away. May have gotten a piece into it, but it'll bring up Hayden Keller with 2 outs here looking for a base hit. First strikeout on the day for Kyler Bush. And it's 4 straight left-handers that he's going to have to deal with. 5 in the lineup as Pate Fullerton will clean up the lineup as the 9-hole shortstop. But between that, it's 4 right-handers of English, Freeman, Brazil, and McCormick, as English waits on deck as the as the first baseman. 2 outs. The first pitch here is strike 1 on the outer edge to Hayden Keller. Keller, most RBIs on the team with 25, tied with J. Paul Fullerton, and he's looking for a base hit here. Corbett a pretty good sized lead at second base, and Bush the delivery. That pitch well out and a little high as well, ties the count up at 1-1. Hayden Keller coming out of Mendocino College. The Pilots picked up a win last night against the Bucks, 7-2. They're on a 2-game winning streak after beating the Bucks the day before, 12-2. Good take there, misses low 2-1.
The Pilots have really started to take off here at the end of the season, but the Chinooks are hoping that they can get off that hot streak real quick, because we've got to play them 4 times in the next week and a half.
Yeah, I believe it's 3 times. No, excuse me, it's 4. Hit hard off the end of the bat to right field. Justin Kirby tailing underneath it and will make the grab for the 3rd out. Leadoff single for Mason Corbett is stranded as the Chinooks will not be able to get him in. We're going to the top of the second, a 0-0 ball game, and Tyler O'Clair and the defense back out. back and ready to go. Eau Claire picked up a strikeout against Eric Webb to end the first inning. Strike one comes into Tanner Carlson, the third baseman. 3 up, 3 down inning against the Miners earlier. And Chinooks have the first hit in the ball game with Mason Corbett, who led off last inning with a hit. This one poked foul on the off-speed to the right side. Carlson's had his successes against the Chinooks, and he currently finds himself as a .216 hitter, 19 hits in 88 at-bats, 10 runs scored, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run, 15 RBIs to his 12 walks. Tried to work a chase swing out of the fastball high, and it misses. Good job by Carlson to hold up. I think if you get that a little bit lower right at the hands, you might get him. Eau Claire beginning the windup with the 1-2 delivery. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 3. Second strikeout to get Carlson here in the top of the second. 1 out now will bring up the 5-hole hitting right fielder Justin Kirby. Won the home run derby here in the ABL this season. 13 home runs, I believe, is what he hit in that.
He hit 13 in the first round. In the second round, he didn't have to finish because he passed the other guy in the final in about a minute.
And Sam Thompson, who is 2 hitters away from him right now, I believe is the guy who actually threw to him in the home run derby.
He was.
That pitch missing the bottom of the zone, ball 1.
Statistically, the worst pitcher in the league. Gave up a lot of bombs in 3 minutes.
I think he was okay with it if your guy wins it with Justin Kirby. Broken bat to Patty McCormick. Will take the backhand, set his feet, throw to first, and it's in time. Little shard of it is going to be picked up by Stacy Dunbar for out number 2 in this inning. 4-3 ground out. Two outs here, top of the second inning, and defense straight away here to the left-hander and first baseman Aaron Walters. Strike 1, top of the zone. 2 strikeouts on the day so far for Eau Claire in 1 2/3 innings on the mound. Wind up delivery. Curveball thrown a little wide. It'll tie the count up at 1-1. Walters, 7th best hitter on the team, as he's got a .229 average, 22 hits this season and 96 at-bats, and he'll foul that one directly back our way. So a 1-2 advantage count here for Tyler Eau Claire. Sam Thompson on deck as the catcher. He'll keep his shin guards on in case Walters gets out here. Eau Claire looking for a big strikeout here, and his delivery, he will get it. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Walters goes down swinging. Carlson struck out to lead off. Walters the strikeout to end it. Now 3 strikeouts for Eau Claire. We're going to the bottom of the second, and it's going to be Ethan English, Daniel Freeman, Joe Brazil, the 3 batters to face Kyler Bush. Back for the bottom of the second, still a 0-0 ball game. 1 hit for the Chinooks, none for the Miners. And Wyatt, you got some information on a former Chinook?
I do. The Chinooks would like to congratulate Connor Menez as he made his first start today in Major League Baseball for the San Francisco Giants. His debut ended with 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, only 2 runs on 3 hits. Both earned, but that game is still going on. That screenshot courtesy of NBC Sports Bay Area. But congratulations to Connor Menez, and one of his teammates also made his debut today, so it was a big day in San Francisco.
Yeah, and his teammate, the third baseman, Zach Green, for the Giants. When we had last checked, it was the 5th inning, and he was 2 for 2 with an RBI double to bring in Buster Posey, and you're a baseball fan if you know that name, as well as a single up the middle. So he's batting 1,000. It was pretty cool. They showed the graphic in that game of 1,000s all over the scoreboard. First pitch is taken for strike one, tailing back in to Ethan English. And you can see Bush did not want to throw that pitch there and missed his spot, trying to go a little lower. Bush the windup 0-1. Ground ball hit hard, third base side, fielded by Carlson, and release it to first base for out number 1. Hit hard, but a 5-3 ground out to start off the second inning will bring up Daniel Freeman, the designated hitter. Comes up to the tune of Shiny by in the movie Moana. I was about to say by Moana. She actually doesn't sing it. It's a crab. One out here, and the first pitch hit hard to left center field. Going back, Eric Webb, he's right on it, and it'll be a fly out for out number 2. Freeman going up hacking, brings up Joe Brazil. We are 3 pitches into the inning. Wyatt, you recognize this song?
I do, but
Just name the movie.
I can't remember what movie
The
it's
Jungle
from.
Book.
That's the one. I Want to Be Like You.
I Want to Be Like You from The Jungle Book. We mentioned it earlier. If you're tuning in now and missed it, it's Disney Day. Ground ball hit to the left side. Hogan Fields will set his feet, throw across the first. It's a little wide, and the tag is applied as called on the out. 4-pitch inning for Kyler Busch. That's a tough break there. You want to try and get him off the mound since it's a 7-inning game. He's trying to go a complete shutout day. He already has one this season. Tyler O'Clair trying to do the same. He'll trot back out as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Well, we are back for the top of the 3rd. Game going quickly right now through 2 innings as it's a pitcher's matchup between O'Clair and Kyler Busch. One hit in the ball game has been the leadoff of Mason Corbett for the Chinooks. Sam Thompson, Matt Palmer, Caden Hogan to face O'Clair here. 7-8-9. And Joe Brazil's pretty far back at third base. Let's see if there's a bunt. It's chopped to the shortstop. First pitch, paid Fullerton Fields. The throw to first on the money. 6-3 ground out for out number 1 here to start us off. Last inning, it was 4 pitches, a 2.5-minute inning for Kyler Busch in the bottom half of the second.
That's what you call efficiency.
Yeah, they'll take it. Matt Palmer up next, the left fielder. Palmer out of Palmer, Alaska as well. Doesn't have to go too far to play for his hometown team of the Matsu Miners. 1 out in the inning. First pitch missing low, ball 1.
Palmer's actually so close that some of the Chinooks players, and myself included, live with the host families that are closer to the field of the Miners than the Chinooks.
1-0 delivery here is missing low. 2-0 count. First time O'Clair's fallen behind in the count today. Matt Palmer, the left fielder, as Caden Hogan, the shortstop's on deck. 1 out on the ground out from Thompson's bat to Pate Fullerton. 2-0 delivery here. And the fastball missing low. 3-0 count. O'Clair's missed All three low here. Deep breath for Eau Claire. He'll nod, begin the windup, and the 3-0 delivery is strike one right down the middle. Eau Claire trying to throw the same pitch, repeat, and it's chopped foul. Good job to come back here from 3-0 to 3-2 now. Trying to get a big strikeout here against Matt Palmer, the left fielder, as Chris Beck, the pitching coach for the Chinooks, retrieves the foul ball. Deep breath. And the delivery. Big swing and a miss, strike three. Good job by Tyler Eau Claire. He picks up his fourth strikeout to get Palmer swinging. So it brings the 9-hole shortstop Caden Hogan up for his first time today to face Eau Claire. First pitch swinging is Hogan, and he'll chase it high for strike one. Only one left-hander is in the lineup today, and that's Aaron Walters for the Miners. So it works in the favor of Eau Claire with the righty-on-righty matchups. That pitch is just a little off the plate. I think Eau Claire knew that as well. He nodded with J. Paul, who nodded back at him to start the fact that it was off the plate. And a 1-1 delivery. Pops it up and out of play, 1-2 count. Here in the top of the third inning, a 0-0 ball game. Miners have one out left here in this inning. A 1-2 count as well, one strike left. As Hogan can get it to the top of the order with Boulware on deck. Off speed missing away. It'll tie the count up at 2-2 here, 2 outs. Looking for a big K. He doesn't chase high, works it full. So Eau Claire will try and get Hogan here. Take a deep breath, step off the mound, visualize what he's about to do, and reset. Hogan, an 85 hitter. Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to squeak through for a base hit. So Hogan will pick up his 5th hit of the season in 48 at-bats. Brings up the top of the order with Boulware, who skied one in foul territory to Joe Brazil for out number 1 in this ballgame. 1 hit for either team now. And Eau Claire will try and get Kobe Boulware, the leadoff second baseman. First pitch, taken outside, ball 1. Hogan, 5 stolen bases in all 5 attempts, has been safe. Pretty short lead at first. Eau Claire, quick delivery, and it's strike 1 on the outer edge. 1-1 count, 2 outs. This pitch is taken just a little high. We'll work it for a 2-1 count, 2 outs from Eau Claire to Kobe Boulware here. Runner at first with the full count single is Caden Hogan here with 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Hogan might be trying to go here on this next pitch. He'll be picked at and safely slides in. The Miners rocking the green jerseys with white pants and the yellow lettering, as the Chinooks will sport their red jerseys. Navy sleeves with the white pants. Pitch missing high, 3-1 count here for Eau Claire to Kobe Boulware. Boulware not one you want to fall behind in the count to, and these last 2 hitters has been the last 3 hitters have been the first time today Eau Claire's really fallen behind a little. They'll try and work it back in, force contact for Kobe Boulware. Hogan not going. Delivery, poked foul, and out of play. So the infield will have to go across here with 2 outs as Hogan will be on the move. Ethan English will let Tyler O'Clair know that he's backing up. And nope, he is told that he's going to just stay on the bag right there. Cody Huff, the 5-3 groundout in his first at-bat, is on deck. Chinooks looking for one more out here. Delivery, and it misses very high on the fastball for the first walk today to put runners on first and second, all with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. That'll send J. Paul Fullerton out for a conversation with his teammate at University of Alabama at Birmingham. Tyler comes out of Calera, Alabama. And his pitch deception is incredible. He's so tall, 6'5". You know, he's got a late release point. And he already has 4 strikeouts today. Can he pick up a 5th against Cody Huff here with runners in scoring position at first and second? Deep breath. And the delivery. Misses high, ball 1. I'm not sure O'Clair's finishing his fastball down as Chris Beck will come out. Pitching coach for the Chinooks will pause for a moment. Meeting adjourned. Still in the top of the 3rd with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. A single for Caden Hogan led off the 2-out rally and a walk for Bullware. And that pitch is strike 1 for a 1-1 count here to Cody Huff, the designated hitter. 0 for 1 today with a ground out to 3rd. Joe Brazil playing pretty tight on that 3rd base side. Hogan with some pretty good speed as well. Runs well, as does Kobe Bullware at first. He's got a giant lead at first base. Hit hard to center. This should be the line out as Jess Davis comes in. Will make the grab to strand 2 Miners on the fly out to center field. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, a 0-0 ball game. And it'll be the 8-9-1 of McCormick, Fullerton, and Mason Corbett. Back for the bottom of the 3rd, it's the 8-9-1 of McCormick, Fullerton, and Corbett to face the lefty of Kyler Bush. Bush currently stands in the ABL as the 2nd best pitcher with the 2nd lowest ERA as a starter, 2-0 record, and a 161 ERA. Only guy lower than him is Abshir from the same team of the Miners. Bunt shown, laid down the first base side. It's going to be a close play. The throw, he's safe. Good job by Patty McCormick. Kyler Bush unable to get it out in time, and that's a base hit. And
I think we need to see that one again.
yeah, let's take a look at this replay right here. can see the pitch about to come in here. McCormick laying one down, pushing it right towards Bush. Takes a little bit of time, double pumped, and tried to fire one quickly over to first base. And just like that, Chinooks are on the board with their second hit of the ball game. Comes as an infield bunt that Patty McCormick beats out for a hit. And for Patty, that is his 9th hit this season in 56 at-bats. Here in the bottom of the third, bunt shown this time. Fullerton jabbed at it, and it'll be strike one. Tanner Carlson playing very far in at third base. McCormick will have to get a good jump if it's hit to Carlson. I think you try and poke it to first base this side. You got a good chance to beat it out with the lefty on the mound. 0-1 count, no outs. Pick off to first and safely in Patty McCormick. Here, no outs, bottom of the third, trying to get him over with Mason Corbett in the top of the order on deck. Second time through today. Still a 0-0 ball game. Pick off again, and it's not too hard of a move to read for Patty McCormick.
Looks like more of a I'm thinking about you than I want to get you out move.
Yeah.
Just letting McCormick know that he's watching him.
Pretty exciting. We got replay. Got to give all the gratitude to Wyatt for everything that he did in order for us to get there. So, Wyatt, I thank you for that. It's definitely a good thing to have on the broadcast. The umpires can't come over and check on it, but all the same.
Good for us
It'd
to
be
have.
fun. Yeah, right. Good for us to have. McCormick off first. And this one fouled away to Pate Fullerton. A 1-2 count, no outs. So Pate Fullerton will try and put something in play, try and stay out of a double play as well. Maybe squeak one through the infield. Poke one down that third base line with a big opening with Tanner Carlson well off the bag. Check swing, didn't go around. It'll be the second ball of the at-bat. Fastball high from Kyler Bush. Good take. Try and do a job to get Patty McCormick over to second. Maybe yank one to right field. And Bush, a little rattled here, will step off, wants to reset. Pate Fullerton looking for something inside, and Thompson will set up a little away. This pitch thrown low on the pickoff attempt and safely in McCormick. Patty this season is 3 for 5 in stolen base attempts. Bush, the delivery runner goes. It's fouled away. McCormick will stop halfway through, and he quickly realized that Bush was going home. Well, it helps with a high leg kick if you can get Bush to go home. And he will come again as this is called for a strikeout on the curveball to get Pate Fullerton looking for the second strikeout on the day. Granted to Bush. And Mason Corbett trying to feel the love tonight and move Patty McCormick over to third base. Song Can You Feel the Love Tonight as his walk up today. Great song coming from a great movie of The Lion King. No pickoff there. Misses high, ball one to Corbett. He singled for the first hit of the game to right center, out of reach of Justin Kirby, and then Patty McCormick, the infield single on a bunt that he beat out at first. Check swing, and he didn't go around. 2-0 count. Pitch missed high. And, of course, you can't appeal it to the third base side, which works in your favor because third base umpire is Silas Drayden, and he's out behind second. Time granted to Mason Corbett, Texas A&M Aggie. And his parents were up here. They may be tuned into the game, so shout out to them. They're awesome. Got a chance to meet them. And Mason coming out of San Antonio, Texas. Getting a say in the same state to play in College Station with Texas A&M. 2-0 delivery. Misses high, ball 3. Bush in jeopardy of walking Corbett to put runners on first and second for Jess Davis, who flew out in foul territory to third base. Still one out here, bottom of the third inning. Bush trying to work in a strike, and the delivery misses low and away, ball 4, 31st walk of the season for the walk leader of the ABL. Moves up McCormick to second. Jess Davis up next. Jess had a solo home run yesterday, and he'd love to go the distance again. So another lefty-on-lefty matchup. J. Paul Fullerton waiting on deck. Try and squeak one to the outfield here. Delivery. Chop to the first base side. Sam Potter goes over. Will make the grab as the assistant coach. He'll just stick it in his back pocket. It'll be an 0-1 count here, 1 out. Wynn now picking up to center field slightly instead of right.
I wish our cameras reached all the way to Sam, because I think he'd enjoy that we put him up on replay, but unfortunately we can't see him on this camera. Maybe next year we'll have more cameras.
Curveball will fall in, strike 2, 0-2 count. And that one right down the middle here with 1 out, runners on first and second. Corbett, the 4-pitch walk at first. Patty McCormick out at second after the infield bunt that he beat out. Second hit of the day. Bush the delivery home. Well off the plate. Outside for ball 1. Chinooks trying to bring across the first run today and take an early lead here in the bottom half of the third. Bush coming set. Might see a curveball inner half. Delivery. It's chopped to the right side. Going to be tough to get to, and he won't. It's the flip over from Bullware to move up both runners. Let's see if J. Paul Fullerton can get a base hit, bring in 2 guys. Take the lead for the Chinooks. Good job by Davis to at least advance both runners on the 4-3 ground out.
And just a reminder, today is a doubleheader day, so these games are 7 innings only.
So next inning will reach, at the end of the top of the 4th, we'll reach the halfway mark. So J. Paul struck out swinging, chased a pitch a little bit off the plate in the first. He'll try and get a big base hit, bring in Corbett at second, as well as Patty McCormick at first. First pitch from Bush is taken right down the middle. Keller on deck, fly out to right field into the first inning. Bear Mountain in right center as the background. Pretty clear skies, a few clouds. 0-1 pitch. Taken again, strike 2. Out of reg. I think J. Paul would have liked to hit the first pitch. Thought that one was a little wide, and it's called for strike 2. See if Bush tries to spoil one here. Payoff pitch. Sails high, and a good job by Sam Thompson to make the grab. Could have brought in Patty McCormick for the first run with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. J. Paul Fullerton looking for a big base hit. Can he yank one to the right side and pick up a double, trade places with Corbett? Hits one down the left field line. This one tailing away foul. Good pitch to spoil on the curveball from Kyler Bush. Bush has plus speed with the fastball and a good drop on a 12-6 break of the curveball. Good swing right there by J. Paul just to poke it foul. Needs to put something in play here. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Bush coming set. Corbett big lead at second. And the delivery. Off the plate, ball 2. Patty McCormick will come in to score. And he's got a stolen base to steal home and force some action as Mason Corbett will come up next to third base. And just like that, Chinooks lead 1-0. At the end of this inning, we'll have to replay that for you. What a play by Patty McCormick. Caught Kyler Busch off on it as a left-handed pitcher was not ready for it. Tried to get it home to Sam Thompson. It goes wide, and the Chinooks lead 1-0. Very heads-up play there, and let's see if Jay Paul can advance a runner. He'll chase away, and that'll be a strikeout. And so Patty McCormick steals home on the stolen base. First for the Chinooks this season. Let's take a look at that, Wyatt, if we can right here. There was the pitch. It missed wide. Patty McCormick was a little bit down the line. He committed towards it. Kyler Busch wasn't ready. A perfect throw is the only way to get him, and Patty McCormick brings in the first run for the Chinooks. They lead 1-0. What a job by Patty McCormick, the second baseman for the Chinooks. We're going to the top of the fourth, 1-0 lead for the Chinooks. Well, Patty McCormick brings in the first run for the Chinooks after stealing home. And Kyler Busch unable to get the throw home, threw it wide. And so it is a 1-0 lead as we're in the top of the fourth. And Eric Webb takes inside for ball one.
And for those of you keeping stats at home, that's a stolen base from McCormick and an error on the pitcher because the error advanced Mason Corbett to third.
So Webb, a strikeout swinging into the first. He's up for a second time round, and he will pop one up and out of play.
I apologize if these transitions get a little weird sometimes. We're still working on figuring out how to get the flow of it to work, but the replay is nice to have.
That one poked to the right side. It's going to tail way foul. It has a chance, and it's going to get out of here. Eric Webb with the home run, as it'll be a 1-1 ball game. First strike he sees, he pokes one up and out of here, and it works in his favor. A big swing and a home run ties the ball game at 1 apiece. First run given up today to start off this fourth inning brings up Tanner Carlson. For a second, we thought it might tail all the way foul, but it didn't. It tailed right over the 325 sign just to the left of the foul pole.
Just kept carrying.
You know, we've seen 2 home runs this season just like that, as that's a curveball high missing to Tanner Carlson, who struck out swinging in the second. 4 strikeouts for Eau Claire today, and he's looking for 3 more outs here in the top of the fourth to avoid any more damage off of the leadoff home run from Eric Webb. That is Eric Webb's 4th home run and 2nd most on the team this season. Webb has the most RBIs this season, picking up his 29th there. Curveball thrown high for the 2nd time in 3 pitches. And Eau Claire just not able to get on top of it right there. Needs to really release out front. He's releasing it a little early. That one fouled back. Ties the count up at 2-2. Jake Collins, catcher for the Chinooks, is out to give Stacy Dunbar some more baseballs, as he'll get the foul ball back from one of the minors who came out to grab it for him. 2-2 count, no outs here to the 4-hole third baseman. Delivery, one hopper to Pate Fullerton. He's got it, sets his feet, throw over to first in time for out number 1. Brings up 5-hole hitting Justin Kirby in right fielder for the Miners. Justin, a .246 hitter, 29 hits, 2nd most on the team, behind the 39 of Eric Webb. And he'd like to get into 30 before the day is over with. Only 2 hits been given up as strike 1 hits on the inner half to Kirby. 2 hits for either team, 1 run for both as well. 2 completely different ways, though. Eric Webb, the solo shot to lead off this inning, and then a stolen base into home plate to steal home for Patty McCormick. That was in the bottom of the 3rd.
I'm not sure when the last time I saw a delayed steal of home was.
I don't know. I mean, Patty was just heads up right there with 2 strikes. He gave a chance to J. Paul to hit away as ball 2 scooped up in the dirt. And then just slowly started edging his way down. Was probably five steps off third base, when he took off for home. And Kyler Bush just nonchalantly got back out on the mound and wasn't ready for it. Poked foul again, 2-2, 1 out.
And we've seen that a few times this year. Daniel Freeman did it the other day, stole third when the pitcher turned his back and wasn't paying attention, just getting set on the mound.
Yeah, first time, though, this season in the ABL that Chinooks have tried to steal home, and they're 100% at it. Off speed, curveball, strike 3 will get Justin Kirby. 5th strikeout for Tyler Eau Claire. And the 2nd out here in the inning. 1st strikeout to get a minor looking. So it brings up the left-hander, Aaron Walters, the first baseman. He'll take ball 1 high. Walters the only lefty in the lineup today. I think both teams want to see their starter go 7 today, especially with the doubleheader. I believe Michael Barker will get on the mound, get the start on the mound for game 2, as this one's fouled right into the glove of J. Paul Fullerton, in and out for a 1-1 count. Little retracto mitt right there. And believe I was told by the broadcast group for the Miners that it will be Brett Irwin, UC Davis sophomore, who will start game 2. That pitch is right in there for strike 2, inner edge. Aaron Walters picking up his hands over his head. Thought it was inside, but just wasn't ready for the inside pitch. It's usually what hitters do. Take it from a switch hitter myself. That's what I would do if I wasn't ready for an inside pitch. Curveball, outer edge, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts will end the 4th inning, but a solo home run from Eric Webb ties the game, and it's 1-1. 2 hits for either team. When we come back, it'll be the 4-5-6 of Keller, English, and Freeman facing off against Bush. Well, we're back for the bottom of the fourth. The Miners tied up with a solo home run from Eric Webb in the top half of the inning. And the first pitch is strike one to Hayden Keller. Keller flew out to end the first to right field. And this pitch well off the plate, as it's still a 1-1 ball game. And the Chinooks trying to get things started with Keller, English, and Freeman, the next three batters. All 0 for 1 today. Keller will poke one foul as it was a high fastball. We'll work at 1-2. Sam Potter, assistant coach down the first base side, and the head coach for the Chinooks, John Groth, at the third base box. A 1-2 delivery. Big swing and a miss as Hayden Keller will get tagged out for out number 1. That is the 4th strikeout on the day against the Chinooks for Kyler Busch. Ethan English, 5-3 hard ground out for out number 1 in the second. English, the 6th best hitter on the team, 27 hits, 239 average. His only area that he's really struggled in is the strikeout area, and that's with 47. But all the same, whenever he connects, he typically hits it very hard. And that fastball well off the plate, 3/4 of the way in the left-hander's batter's box. Works a 1-1 count, 1 out here, bottom 4. Over the halfway mark of this 7-inning game 1 of the doubleheader. That pitch taken outside. Ball 2, advantage for English. And English would like to pick up a nice solo shot, put the Chinooks back on top. Instead, he'll take high, ball 3. English 16 walks this season. Chinooks have walked 199 times coming into the game and picked up their 200th with Mason Corbett. Smashes one to right center. That's going to carry way back. Still going way back. Eric Webb reaches up and won't make the grab. Ethan English with a double to lead off the inning with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. We thought it might have a chance. Haven't seen someone hit one out of center field just yet. It's 400 out there. And Ethan English hits one to the wall for Daniel Freeman up next. 3rd hit for the Chinooks today comes as a double. I was so surprised that Webb got all the way back there. I mean, he's flying.
He's definitely quick.
That is English's 7th double of the season. Tied for the 2nd most on the team with Davis and Brandon Cody. Big swing there from Freeman, who flew out to center field on his first pitch last at bat. And Freeman looking for a big RBI here to bring in English. Fastball sails high, both first base buddies. Kyler Busch trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Chinooks looking for a big run here to take the lead for a 2nd time today. No one covering Ethan English. Ground ball hit 3rd base side. Tanner Carlson will check the runner, throw to 1st, and it's in time to rob Freeman of a base hit down the line. Joe Brazil up next. 6-3 ground out ended the 2nd. Good play by Carlson just to nab it. So 2 outs. Ethan English, the 1-out double out at 2nd base. And Joe Brazil will take strike 1, enter 3rd. I think that's the pitch you want to yank down that left field line. If you can get a little lift on it. English big lead at 2nd, and the delivery. Missing low, ball 1. Brazil looking to bring in the first the second run of the Chinooks today, which is Ethan English at second base. Curveball, and that hits the outer edge. 1-2 count. Brazil going to take a deep breath here as a big gap up the middle with the middle infielders playing towards the other sides, first baseline and third baseline respectively. And that one poked foul. Good pitch to Spoil, as it'll keep it a 1-2 count. Pitch was definitely high, but Brazil taking a hack at it. Strikeout, double, and ground out in this inning. Joe Brazil trying to win this pitch. 1-2 count, disadvantage for him. Trying to poke one through. And he'll swing over it. Strike three. Chinooks strand the one-out double of Ethan English as we go to the top of the fifth inning. 3 innings left here in this 7-inning game. Sam Thompson to lead off this inning. It's the 7-8-9, and the catcher grounded out to short in his first at bat back in the third. 1-1 ball game. Check swing and foul ball by Thompson. Tried to hold up, couldn't.
That was weird. It ran all the way down the bat.
Yeah, literally hit, just held it up and sloped its way down his baseball bat and tipped right off the glove of J. Paul Fullerton. 0-1 count. Curveball and misses the top of the zone for a 1-1 count. Fastball misses high as well. 2-1 count here to Thompson. 2 hits for the Miners to the 3 of the Chinooks.
Well, Connor Menez picked a good game to make his debut as the Giants and the Mets are in the middle of the 11th inning right now.
That pitch is going to be strike 2. Lower third, 2-2 count. This one poked all the way foul. We'll keep it at 2-2, no outs. Tyler LeBrun, the head coach for the Miners, standing just outside the first base dugout. And Jeff Erlob, the pitching coach, in the first base box, as David Dennis is the third base coach and assistant as well. 2-2 pitch, no outs. Delivery, fastball high. Thompson thought about it, held up. Works it full here to start us off in the top of the 5th. Matt Palmer on deck, struck out swinging in the third. And a deep breath here for Tyler O'Clair. He'll work the windup and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 will get Thompson swinging as he chases it high for the 7th strikeout on the day for Eau Claire. In 5 innings on the mound, 4 1/3 innings on the mound. And now Matt Palmer, who struck out, as we mentioned, with a full count for out number 2 in the 3rd, is up next. Caden Hogan on deck with the first single on the day for the Miners back in the 3rd. Big swing there and will not hit. Does not connect as it's strike 1. Good spot by Eau Claire, lower 3rd, outside. Curveball, strike 2 as it loops in. Falls right off the table into the mitt of J. Paul Fullerton. Way ahead, 0-2, got to be big here with his next pitch. Don't necessarily have to strike him out here, but he will force contact on the outside fastball. And wish we could figure out which Miners guy keeps coming out of the dugout to get this. I believe it's a pitcher, as Caden Hogan trotted over to try and retrieve it and was not able to get there in time. 0-2 pitch, curveball, chop third base side. David Dennis will field it up. Dropped his stopwatch, but he'll toss it to Hannes Kindreich from the bullpen. And Kindreich can hold on to that one. Good at bat here by Palmer. He's fouled off 2 pitches, still with an 0-2 count. Delivery, and it's going to be thrown wide all the way to the backstop. Eau Claire struck out Thompson to lead off this 5th inning. He's trying to pick up a second here for his 8th strikeout in the ballgame. And he will. Matt Palmer chasing high. He struck out twice today. And we'll head back to the dugout for Caden Hogan. The base hit in the 3rd with a full count to him as well. Eau Claire has a chance to strike out the side here against Caden Hogan. Came in with 26 strikeouts. He's already got now 8. First pitch missing low to Hogan, taking all the way. And already on the season, Eau Claire has trumped his best outing against the Oilers of 5 strikeouts in 6 innings. He's at 4 2/3 innings on the mound, and he's got 8 strikeouts. That pitch will hit the corner. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Can he get to 9 and strike out the side here? Delivery, curveball, popped up and out of play. 1-2 count. It's a pitch away from doing it. Hasn't happened very often for the Chinooks this season. Batters and get them all swinging. It's happened a couple times where there have been multiple batters. All 3 outs have been taken by strikeouts. Delivery, curveball off the end of the bat up the middle. Fullerton comes over. And actually for Fullerton, just sailed it a little high. Pate very rarely makes errors fielding-wise, and the majority have come throwing just a little high to first. And Hogan at first base. He's going to be attempted with a pickoff here against Bulware. Delivery. Chopped up the middle. Patty McCormick will take it himself, step on second for the out on the fielder's choice. Good job there. And so 2 more strikeouts for Eau Claire in the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Chinooks looking to take the lead back in a 1-1 ball game. Well, it's the 8-9-1, McCormick, Fullerton, and Mason Corbett facing off against Kyler Bush here, bottom 5. Still a tie ball game, 1-1, and that one somehow weaves its way past Patty McCormick's body. Boy, he made himself like a stick there.
I'm not sure how he did that.
That was a miracle run right there, making sure he didn't get hit. 1-0 count. Chopped foul, first base side, and McCormick's bunt single opened up the third inning before he stole home. Picked up a stolen base on the day as well as a run. Check swing didn't go, and that'll be a 2-1 count. Wind picking up to right now, and the delivery. Chopped third base side, and it'll just go foul. Ties the count up 2-2. McCormick trying to put something in play here. Caden Hogan is shading him towards the pull side in the 5-6 hole. So if he pokes something through the middle, he's got a good chance to beat it out. Taken low, works it full. And Patty coming out of Northern Illinois University, a sophomore. Hampshire, Illinois hometown, 5'7", 165 right-handed hitter. Taking curveball on the outside corner, strike 3, he knew it.
That's a tough pitch to hit, and it's been a great pitch for Kyler Bush all day. He's gotten a few strikeouts on it. It just comes right back in, and there's nothing you can do about it once you realize it's going to be in the zone.
Well, it's the first guy he's gotten swinging on a curveball to a right-handed hitter, on a curveball to the right-handed hitter. It's been the lefties that have really struck out on those curves. Inside, strike 1. Thompson shifts his body to try and paint that outside corner. Curveball again, 0-2 count here to Pate Fullerton, struck out looking in the third. And whether Bush tries to get him on this next pitch or not, he might try and go high fastball. The delivery, it is a ground ball hit to short. Hogan Fields sets his feet to throw to first in time. 2 quick outs will bring up Mason Corbett here, bottom 5. And now the top of the order back around. He's reached both times, a walk in the third on 4 pitches and a single to open up the game. Mason picked up his 27th hit earlier, tied for the second most on the team. Curveball first pitch, strike 1. Bush again out of Washington State University and has done very well. He's a freshman there and throws a lot of strikes. That taken and pulled back in a little by Sam Thompson, so it'll be an 0-2 count. I think Corbett was right on that one. That one was pretty far off. 0-2 delivery. And that one was right down the middle as Mason's able to foul it back. Jess Davis on deck. Next pitch to Corbett. Chopped to first base side. Roll over. Walters will pick it up and step on first. So 3 up, 3 down inning. Good job by Kyler Bush. He picks up another strikeout and is up to 6 now as we go to the top of the 6th inning. 2 innings remaining of regular play. Cody Huff, Eric Webb, Tanner Carlson. 3 batters to face Tyler Auclair here in the top of the 6th inning, a 1-1 ball game. Chinooks went in order in the bottom of the 5th offensively, and will look to push ahead in the bottom half of this inning. And Auclair will throw a fastball high as it's pulled by Cody Huff into left field for a base hit. Let's see what Webb does. Both teams now with 3 hits each. Auclair with 8 strikeouts in this ball game, trying to get Webb out into a double play if he can. Webb the solo home run in the 4th and a strikeout swinging in the 1st. Cody Huff in stolen base attempts, he's only made 1 chance to get to second, and he did safely. Not going, and the first pitch is taken just low to Webb. Tyler LeBrun, the head coach for the Miners, giving signs out of the dugout. Pick off the first and safely in Cody Huff. That 1 stolen base for Huff came in the 2nd game of the season, and that was against the Chinooks. Curveball, swing and a miss. 1-1 count. And since then, he has not tried to steal a base. That game was on June 11th, 2nd game he played in. Another pickoff and a 1-1 count here, no outs. Webb trying to stay out of a ground ball double play, and I think Joe Brazil's pretty close to third base. I'd scoot over a little towards second. Pick off again, and good pick over there by Ethan English. Keep it in front.
Auclair's doing a good job varying his looks like we talked about yesterday. Picking off once, twice, not at all, so that the batter doesn't, or the runner doesn't know what's happening.
Not going there. Bunt shown. Bunted it up in the air over the first base dugout. A 1-2 count here for Webb. Joe Brazil is back at third base, and he's going to probably swing away here.
Webb did not look comfortable bunting on that at all.
Well, he hasn't been called on to do it very much. In fact, he hasn't had a sack bunt down this season. 1 sack fly, 20 strikeouts for him. 27 runs scored. Runner not going. Delivery. Curveball hit foul down the third base line. Daniel Freeman warming up in the bullpen with Jack D'Amelio for the Chinooks.
Looks like it's too hot today for the bullpen to body those up. They just waited for it to roll to him.
And Webb pretty much dead pull apart from his solo home run today. I mean that he just poked. Takes high. Ball 2. 2-2 count.
And now Corbin Barker's going to get up and protect the guys that are throwing out there. They didn't have anybody before that shot, but after that foul ball, they're going to get him out there.
Saw Corbin yesterday in the game. Unfortunately, was charged with the loss. Gave up 4 in the top of the 12th yesterday, and Chinooks dropped that one 6-2. Auclair will pick again, and no tag applied as safely in Cody Huff. Led off the inning with a single. He pulled to Hayden Keller and left. 1-1 count, 2-2 count, 1-1 ball game, no outs. And can Tyler Auclair pick up a big strikeout here against the best hitter in the ABL? Runner not going, chopped to the left side. Fullerton dives, he'll field and throw to second. It'll be late on an infield single, and good job by Eric Webb just to yank one that direction. That's baseball for you. That's why I was saying I think Joe should have shaded more towards second, because that's a big gap between short and third. Of course, Pate trying to stay in double play depth. But now it brings up Carlson, who's 0 for 2 today, a 6-3 ground out and a strikeout. Pitch from Auclair here. Bunt shown. Bunted pulled back as it's a high fastball from Eau Claire. Brazil staying back at third base. Ethan English pretty far in. Chinooks have to get an out here. No outs, runners on first and second. Two singles have led off the sixth inning. Bunt shown. Bunt fouled back, and it'll be a 1-1 count. Carlson this season, 1 sack bunt laid down. Kid has the most ones on his stat chart. Can't go through them all for you. I think y'all get bored at me for all the listeners, but a 1-1 count here to Carlson. Let's see if the bunt is still on. He does show already. And it's bunted straight back. Eau Claire will go one with it. Sets his feet. Patty McCormick on the sack bunt. And moves up both runners. So Eau Claire will face Kirby. He struck him out looking in the fourth. And let's see if the infield comes in halfway or if they stay back. Pate Fullerton will come in, as will all of the infielders. Try and cut this off. Runners on second and third. Eric Webb, the infield single. He stands at second now. And at third, Cody Huff after he led off the inning with a base hit to left. Aaron Walters has struck out twice today and is currently at the on-deck batter's box. First pitch missing low, ball 1. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to walk Justin Kirby, even though he's 0 for 2 today. But the problem with it is he's got more power to try and land it to the outfield. Take your chances maybe with Aaron Walters, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And you could get outs at every base for a potential double play to end the inning. Curveball there is strike 1, though, a 1-1 count.
And if you don't have time for the double play, you could also throw home and get the lead runner on a force out without having to apply the tag.
Right. Eau Claire coming set here, a 1-1 count, 1 out. Kirby with his stance is ready, will take the curveball high for ball 2. And it's not the end of the world if Eau Claire walks him here because you set that up. Works as the same as a potential intentional walk. Yesterday, the Chinooks walked Bobby Goodlow, who's got the second best average in the league. Walked him 3 times intentionally.
In a row.
In a row, yeah. 2-1 pitch awaits. Delivery. Big swing and a miss for Kirby. So Eau Claire looking to do it himself with a big strikeout here. Get it to 1 out away with runners on second and third if Kirby can chase for a second time today.
Like you said, a walk isn't the worst thing, but a strikeout would definitely be
the
preferred.
best thing. Definitely the best thing. Top 6, 1-1 ball game. Pokes it up and foul just to sit with the curveball and foul it back. That's very tough right there to do. Just the way Kirby held his bat over, was able to poke it out of play. Huff with pretty good speed, Webb with great speed out at second and third. And because the infield's in, you poke something and flare it into the outfield. 2 runs will likely come in. 2-2 delivery here to Kirby. Pokes it foul out of play. Tried to go inside with the fastball and Kirby right on it. Justin deep breath has fouled off 2 tough pitches. See what Eau Claire tries to go with, fastball or try and work the curveball again. Trying to strand those 2 runners with 1 out here, top 6. Pops it up. Is it playable? And it will not be, as it's the 3rd straight foul ball. J. Paul Fullerton chases it all the way to the fence. And it lands out of play. Chinooks supposed to have another game after this one. 4 o'clock start time. Might be a little late for that. Infield in again. Brazil even with the bag at third. Ethan English even with first base. 2-2 pitch. Curveball up and in. Watch your lips as Kirby will back out of it. A full count will ensue. One out here.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat upcoming.
Daniel Freeman still warming in the bullpen with Jack D'Amelio. Bullpen catcher for game 1 today. Justin Kirby sets up. He's got an open stance. And 3-2 payoff pitch. And that'll hit him right in the left leg. Would have been ball 4 anyways. And that'll load him up for Aaron Walters 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. First hit by pitch for either team today. And the middle infield will go back here. Got to get a double play out of it to avoid it here. And we'll pause for a moment. Pitching coach Chris Beck out for a conversation. Eau Claire going to stay in after getting some words of encouragement from Chris Beck. And he's looking for a ground ball double play to strand 2 runners for the Miners and keep it a 1-1 ball game. Chinooks trying to add it in the bottom of the 6th, but they need 2 outs here. First pitch to Walters, popped up and out of play on the fastball from Eau Claire. Eau Claire has gotten Walters twice today, once swinging in the 2nd, once looking to end the 4th. He's looking for his first strikeout in this inning, and can he get to 9? Sam Thompson on deck, 0 for 2 as well with a strikeout and a ground out to short. Delivery. Hits one hard to center. Jess Davis is going to be right on it. He's going to come in. He's got a great arm. He'll throw it home. It'll be right on target, but a little late. Jess Davis ran a little too far before he could release it. And that'll be a sac fly hit for Aaron Walters to bring in the 2nd run, and makes it a 2-1 lead for the Miners here. So a sac fly brings in Cody Huff's leadoff single in the inning for the 2nd run today.
And this will likely be Eau Claire's last inning, as that was pitch number 100 on the day for him.
Sam Thompson trying to bring in Eric Webb as well. Webb thought it was going to fall in and started taking off for 3rd. That could have been costly for the Miners. Pitch missing low and inside, ball 1. Could have been doubled up and ended it.
That would have been a much easier throw for Jess Davis. I'm sure he would have preferred that.
Yeah, Jess, I think he had to catch it low and stumbled a little. Tried to get behind it, but took a little too many steps and just couldn't get it in time. A second earlier would have had him at home likely. It was a perfect throw. Ground ball to short. Fullerton fields. He'll get the easy out at 2nd. Patty McCormick with the catch. And the fielder's choice ground out, but the Miners strike again. They pick up a run in the 6th. The Chinooks look to do the same. Try and tie the ball game as they will have 2, 3, 4 up with Jess Davis, Fullerton, and Hayden Keller. Well, it'll be Jess Davis up to lead things off here. Chinooks down a run after giving up one in the top half of the inning. It's a 2-1 ball game, and a lefty-on-lefty matchup for a third time today between Davis and Kyler Bush. He is up to 6 strikeouts on his day in 5 innings. Bunt shown, and he went around. Pitch missing low, but just trying to get things started. We've seen one bunt single already today, and now Brett Irwin begins to warm up. Next pitch is called strike, and Stacy hasn't called that low strike today. I think that one was missed, but it'll work an 0-2 count here, no outs. Davis going to have to battle. Pokes one foul, good fastball, low in the zone and away. Second time with the 0-2 delivery here from Bush. Smashes one directly up to Justin Kirby. And he's underneath it. Will make the grab for out number 1 here in the 6th. Brings up J. Paul Fullerton 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts swinging. Jess Davis just missing one there. Tried to hit the high curveball that he hit out yesterday for a home run. Put the Chinooks up 2-1, but couldn't prevail in that game. This one taken off the plate as Sam Thompson tried to yank it back in. And the 1-0 pitch. That pitch missing low, 2-0 delivery. Hayden Keller on deck, 0 for 2 with a fly out to right and a strikeout in the 4th. And that pitch taken top of the zone, strike 1, 2-1 count, 1 out here. A 2-1 ball game, bottom 6. Chinooks trying to come from behind here, at least tie things. 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd was Patty McCormick, who stole home. That pitch misses low, 3-1. Top 6, top 4 was when the Miners both got their 2 runs. As the 4th, it was a solo home run for Eric Webb over the right field fence. Now a 3-1 count here. Pops one up. And he will slam his bat down in anger, as that'll be the 2nd out. And Hayden Keller will come up next. Out made by Tanner Carlson, 3rd baseman. And Hayden Keller up next. See if he can hit one over that right field fence, tie this ball game, and send it into the next inning. Pokes one foul just off the end of the bat. Hayden started out the season so hot. He's still the 4th best hitter on the team at .258 average, 31 hits, but has struggled these last few games to get going. Strike 2 on the outer edge. 25 RBIs, tied for the most on the team. .02 delivery. And that's pulled back in for strike 3 by Sam Thompson. Was a little bit farther off the plate. Stacy Dumpire says nope. That's strike 3, and so the 7th strikeout for Bush. And he'll likely come back out for the 7th as we go to the top of the 7th. And we'll let you know if he'll clear his back out when we come back. Daniel Freeman is in to pitch now. Relieved Tyler O'Clair, who pitched 6 innings, had 8 strikeouts, his season high. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, and only 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch as well. Freeman's first pitch popped up to right field, and Mason Corbett is underneath it. Will make the grab for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 fly out. Chinooks going to have to win it in the bottom of the 7th. They're down 2-1 here after giving up the go-ahead run in the 6th. Likely facing Kyler Busch as well. Brings up Caden Hogan. He reached by an error in the 5th, as well as a single back in the 3rd. First pitch, strike 1 here to the right-hander. Daniel Freeman this season pitching-wise, 1-1 record, 6.54 ERA, making his 8th appearance, 1 save this season, 11 innings on the mound, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks. Hit off the end of the bat, shallow center, it's a base hit. Hogan having a day, came in with the lowest average on the team at .089, and he's already got 2 more hits today. Advances his season to now 6. So Freeman having the lefty on righty matchup now with the leadoff Kobe Bullware, second baseman. Chinooks look for a double play. Pick off to first and safely over Hogan. Daniel is in the lineup today as well. They will just cut the DH spot. He hits for himself. Chinooks have a few guys like that. Ethan English, the first baseman as well. And this one a pick off wide again. Chinooks in the bottom of this inning have the 5-6-7 of English, Freeman, Brazil up. Try and at least tie the game. Pops it up to left field. Hayden Keller with some action now as he's trotting in. And will make the grab for out number 2. Brings up Cody Huff, a single, and is 1 for 3 today. Scored the go-ahead run back in the 6th, just an inning ago. Huff just finding the 6-5 hole. 2 outs, top 7. Fastball away. Tried to get Huff to chase, and was a little farther out than he was aiming for. Freeman just looking for 1 more here. Try and get the offense back out for the final inning down a run. Pick off again. Safely in Hogan. Delivery here, and it's going to miss low, 2-0 count. Freeman needing to stop worrying about Hogan here on first and try and get Cody Huff here. Obviously, you don't want to give up any more runs and keep it a 2-1 ball game, but as that's a pickoff again. But the move for Freeman, it's not quick enough over to first base to try and get him. Can tell in the angle of the leg. Runner goes. The throw is going to be down to second. It'll be in time, and he's out by a mile. So Hogan will be caught stealing to end it. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Chinooks down 2-1. They'll try and take the momentum of that forward. Ethan English, a double in this game in his last at bat. He'd like to get things going here. He'll take ball one low from Kyler Bush, who's trying to go a complete game as there's a right-hander warming in the bullpen for the Miners. 2-1 ball game. Chinooks have 3 outs to try and get 1 run in, and this pitch taken for strike 1, lower third. Daniel Freeman on deck, just finished pitching in his 1 inning. Good strike, good throw out by J. Paul Fullerton into the inning. Smash to left field, it's got a chance. This could tie it up, and going back in left field will make the grab for out number 1, as it was just carried off the end of the bat for Matt Palmer to make the grab. Actually, I take that back. I believe that is Kobe Boulware who's moved over to left field, and a new second baseman has come into play. On the fly out, very close. We thought initially off the bat for Ethan that was going to get out. Daniel Freeman has a solo home run this season here, and he'll pop one up and out of play.
I believe the second baseman is Tyler Porter now.
Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right. Tyler Porter coming in as a defensive replacement. And this pitch is missing low. It'll be a 1-1 count, 1 out. Tyler Porter, the Long Beach State freshman, Tucson, Arizona native at second base as Boulware moved over to third. Carlson playing deep at third. And hits one over the right side, and going back is Walters. Will he make the grab? No. So new life for Freeman, still with a 1-2 count. Ethan English right next to the warning track. Hits a high fly ball and doesn't happen to get out. Would have tied the ball game 2-2 and been his team leading 5th home run. But now Freeman is up to bat. Joe Brazil on deck. Kyler shakes, and the delivery. 1-2 payoff pitch. Taken way out for ball 2 of the at-bat. Freeman's still due for a hit today. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out to center and a ground out to third. Trying to get the tying run on base. And instead, he'll swing through it, strike 3. That is the 8th strikeout now for the left-hander of Kyler Bush, and he's 1 out away from ending this ball game with a complete game. 1 run and 3 hits given up. Joe Brazil, strikeout in his last at-bat and a ground out. Chinooks an out away from dropping this one 2-1, and they still have to play game 2 right after this, and popped it up and out of play for strike 1. I mean, Kyler Bush shows why he's so great in this league this year, why he's been so successful. Has not really given up much runs. 1.66 ERA as that pitch is all the way to the backstop, wide. .161 ERA, 22 strikeouts coming in, and now he's up to 28. Or excuse me, now he's up to 30. That pitch taken, curveball on the outer edge. Chinooks a strike away. Need to put something in play here for Joe Brazil. Force some action. 1-2 payoff pitch. Chopper up the middle. Hogan comes in, fields it, will set his feet to first, and the Miners win it 2-1. Close game here as the Chinooks drop it on 3 hits. Had the lead after scoring 1 in the 3rd, but gave it up in the 4th to tie it at 1 apiece, and then a run in the 6th. A great baseball game again for a 2nd game in a row, but the Chinooks can't pull ahead. It's 2-1. We'll be back in about 30 minutes as the Chinooks will play game 2 against these 2 teams, and the Chinooks fall to 3-5, 4:30 start time. That's in about 40 minutes, 38 to be exact, and so tune in there. Josh Salem, Wyatt Wewell, we'll see you in about 40 minutes.